Hey there everyone, welcome to Charlage Gaming. I am Bomb114 and today another new series announcement. That's right, I am super excited to announce Let's Play Bronze Legacy. Now obviously the Let's Play part is pretty self-explanatory, it's a Let's Play series. But the Bronze Legacy aspect is to indicate my level of skill. I'm a bronze player in almost every game I play, and that shouldn't surprise anybody. Honestly, it's one of those things where I didn't always play on PC. I used to be a heavy Xbox, PlayStation player when I was younger. And then only recently have I moved to PC. And I've played on it for, I want to say, a handful of years. I still aren't as comfortable as people who played on it for 10, 15, even longer. You know, I know buddies who played on PC since, Diablo came out, and they're just like, they haven't switched to off PC ever, besides a couple console games like Halo and whatnot. So honestly, when it comes down to it, I'm way behind on skill. There's a lot of people younger than me and a lot of people older than me that have more talent on a computer. So Bronze Legacy is kind of a joke in the fact that my skill level, I joke, is a bronze level player, but also I think it's a fitting title. Now guys, honestly, the Let's Play series is something I kind of was thinking about doing for a bit. If you know, I have a Minecraft series that was on hold for a little bit. A new episode is being recorded, but I also was thinking about doing some other series. I play a lot of Overwatch. I played Apex on the Xbox. I stopped playing for a while, and I'm thinking about coming back to it on PC for this time. But honestly, when it comes down to it, I kind of thought, hey, let's people decide what I should play, and that's what this Let's Play Bronze Legacy is all about. Honestly, guys, it's something that I am someone who I like a lot of games. I have a wide variety of games I play, from Japanese dating sims to mech games to shooters to puzzles. I've played quite a few different games throughout my many years as a gamer. But honestly, there's a lot of genres unexplored, a lot of games I never touched, and a lot of games I don't like that I never tried that just didn't appeal to me whatsoever. Now, honestly, the series I feel is a good balance because I do have some checks and balances to prevent games I know I didn't like from popping up, and kind of still trying to give you guys some room to be able to do stuff with, but I still need to be able to protect what I consider to have fun with video games, and I don't want to play a game that I know I played that I don't like, and some of those may be controversial. One game a lot of people loved that I really disliked. I loved Elder Scrolls. Okay, don't get me wrong. I loved Morrowind. I loved Oblivion. I didn't like Skyrim. Honestly, Skyrim wasn't bad, but I played it once and played it for a while, and I kind of got bored with it and never went back to it. It was just, I don't know, it didn't feel as good as the other Elder Scroll games. Another one is the Left 4 Dead series. I did play a little bit, but I never was a big Left 4 Dead player, and I never really played it. Fighting games is another thing I'm horrible at. I am horrible at fighting games. If you literally ask someone, be like, if someone held a gun to me and said, oh, you need to beat this player in a fighting game or you die, I'm going to die. Fighting games are one thing I am horrible at. I've never been good at, and no matter how hard I practiced or trained, I sucked at them. I don't know if it was my timing or what. But I have my weaknesses and strengths, but I also know what I enjoy and what I don't enjoy. And while I'm open to a lot of things, there are certain games I'm just not willing to give another chance to or not try at all. And that is a check and balance system that you will see in the rules. Speaking of the rules, let's get to it, guys. Let's play Bronze Legacy. Let's start off with the Let's Play wheel. Beginning with episode 0 and every episode that features a game being completed, all comments suggesting a game will be added to the Let's Play wheel. That decides which game we play next. Simply put, everyone who comments on this episode, episode 0, those games will be put on a wheel and I will spin it. Whatever it lands on will be the game we play. There is some other things you should know, so let's get going. Games must follow these rules. They must be playable on PC or Xbox. PC is preferred. This is just because I don't have a Switch, as well as I don't have a PS5. And so when it comes down to it, well, I do want to get those consoles and be able to play those games. Switch is is one thing I definitely want to get. I just haven't got it yet. Money's been kind of tight, so I'm trying to keep it on PC or Xbox for right now. Mainly PC, because any shooter, if there's an Xbox version, I'm going to play on PC because I've just been playing PC more and more lately. Next up, I decide which console device is used for any game. This is a way that I control that. So if you suggest a game and say Xbox, but I know it's on PC, do not be surprised if I play it on PC. All games must follow all YouTube terms of services and rules. Obviously, if there's a game that doesn't quite follow YouTube's terms of service, or I can't show it on a video, it's not going to fly onto this. And any online non-story game could get its own series. I mentioned, like, Minecraft technically doesn't have a story. That has its own series. I am getting that re-going. But honestly, things like Overwatch and Apex Legends and Overwatch 2 when it comes out, stuff like that, non-story games, although Overwatch 2 is getting, a DLC expansion for having a story mode, and I've heard rumors of Apex getting a story mode. When it comes down to it, guys, if we start a Let's Play here for either of those, at any time I could switch them over. Now, moving on from there, guys, there's some more important parts of the Bronze Legacy series you know. The difficulty wheel. Now, once a game is started, I will place every available difficulty on the difficulty wheel. The starting difficulty wheel, whatever the wheel lands on. That can be good for me or very, very bad. If I die 10 times or more, though, I can elect to restart on the next lowest difficulty. Now, when I say restart, that is a word in there just in case I cannot lower the difficulty while I'm playing. If, for instance, I'm playing a game that you can't lower the difficulty without restarting, we will restart. If I can lower the difficulty just from the menu in the game, we will do that instead. Online games or games with only one difficulty are exempt. Obviously, that just makes sense. Next reel, the challenge reel. Now, there will be more coming to the challenge reel, but I just want to get the series kind of bare bones going. Any episode that does not feature a game being completed, every comment for that episode suggesting a fair and doable challenge to be completed in the next episode will be added to the challenge reel. So pretty much any episode where a game isn't being completed and we're spinning, needing people to comment for new games, this is your chance to give me challenges I must complete in the next episode. Pretty much, guys, this is going to be a little bit more, I don't want to say complicated, but that is going to expand later on as the Let's Play series grows. But for now, I'm keeping it kind of simple and getting it set up for a future thing that will be added. Speaking about my protection and stuff I mentioned earlier, veto system. Honestly, guys, vetoes allow me to veto a choice chosen by the Let's Play wheel. This is my form of protection. Once a game is vetoed, it is permanently vetoed. So even if someone says, "Oh, Skyrim," no, I'm not doing Skyrim. I'm sorry, no. Oblivion, sure. Morrowind, sure. Skyrim, no. I'm sorry, no. And it will be permanently vetoed. So if I see it again, I'll just ignore it. I start with 5 vetoes. Okay, guys. I can have a max of 10 vetoes, but I only get the 1 bonus veto for every 5 games I complete. So if I spend all 5 vetoes right off the bat, and I'm left with none, I still have to wait till I complete 5 games before I get 1 bonus veto. So I feel like that's a balanced and fair system for a way to protect what I know I don't want to play, as well as knowing what, not just like locking myself into, I veto everything constantly just because I don't want to play it. No. And I don't want to make it seem like there's a ton of games I dislike or hate for a Let's Play series. I'm not going to try to be closed-minded, but there are things I know I will dislike or games I have already played that I will dislike. And instead of making a Hall of Shame or a big no list, I just want to see what people come up with. Mainly because I feel like I mentioned it a lot, but Skyrim is one I'm kind of saying a lot because it could be brought up. But I just want to make sure people know that this veto system is to make sure I'm having fun and that we have a fair, balanced system. Moving on to Patreon, guys. Honestly, when it comes to Patreon, they have a very cool feature called Patreon Game Over. This allows Patreon members to vote to end a Let's Play early. Honestly, that's a lot of power. But it must be agreed on by at least 3 Patreon members and approved by me. Now, they need a reason for this, okay? I want you guys to know that it has to be approved by me. They need a reason. If they're like, "Oh, hey, we don't see you enjoying this," or "Hey, your series is doing good, but your viewership is down. Nobody's liking this video. We still want to see you grow. Can you stop it?" This is what they can do. But it cannot be used on back-to-back games. That way they can't be like, oh, let's get this over, let's get this over, this over. And it also stops people from abusing it to just try to get their game. So honestly, guys, I think that's a pretty fair system. Next up, access to Let's Play After Dark. Now, this is going to be a Patreon exclusive series and won't be released till later this year. Any game is allowed, guys. Now, I do have a veto system similar to this one in place for that, but it will be a weaker veto system. Less vetoes, harder to get them. But honestly, the After Dark is my way of being able to play games that I can't show on YouTube for TOS reasons, that will be shown on Patreon and be able to be played on Patreon, because Patreon's a little bit more open about stuff. And of course, 24 hours early access to this and all the series and other rewards. Which, honestly, guys, as you probably know by now, I've updated the rewards recently, so plenty of cool things there. All right, back to my ugly mug. Honestly, guys, when it comes down to it, I feel like this Let's Play series, there's room to grow. I already have a couple rules for the future, but I want to get the series going in a general direction first and not just throw stuff in. Like the challenges, there will be risks, bonuses, and stuff to that, but that's for down the road. So honestly, guys, let me know what you think about the Let's Play. Remember, this is episode 0. We're announcing the series. Comment down below what games you would like me to play or what you would like to see me play. And remember, everyone gets one comment. So you can comment multiple times down below, but I'm only going to take one game from each person, put that on the reel, and we're going to spin it. And whatever it lands on, unless I veto it, we will get to playing. Honestly, guys, I'm super excited for this. I'm super excited what kind of series this can develop into, what kind of games you guys have in store for me. I know it's limited behind PC and Xbox right now. I promise you guys, when I get the money to get a Switch, that will be the first thing I'm going to get. PlayStation is kind of, I don't know. Because while I love a lot of games, mostly for PlayStation, stuff that interests me are Japanese games, dating sims and stuff like that. There's not a lot of American exclusive or English exclusive games that on PlayStation that interest me. So that is definitely the last thing. I should know I do have a 3DS, or yeah, it's a 3DS XL, I think technically. But I do have that. I could technically use something to screen capture that. But I didn't think to include that just because I didn't think it would be that popular an option. But if a game is suggested that is on the 3DS or a handheld, I can always go that route. Same with mobile games technically, but I think I'll stay away from those for the most part unless it's absolutely something that interests me. And I know there's a lot of mobile games that have PC versions, so there's probably workarounds on that end. But honestly, guys, I hope you enjoy the series. Comment down below what you guys want to see me play. And until next time, guys, tag out.